Did you know that Cleopatra, the last active ruler of Egypt, wasn't actually Egyptian? Let's pull back the veil on this enigma of history. Cleopatra, the femme fatale of the ancient world, was not of Egyptian origin as commonly believed, but of Greek descent. She hailed from the lineage of Ptolemy the Soter, a close companion and historian of the legendary conqueror, Alexander the Great. Let's travel back in time to the era of Alexander the Great. In the wake of Alexander's death, his generals divided his vast empire among themselves. Ptolemy the Soter, a trusted aide of Alexander, claimed Egypt as his share. This marked the beginning of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek royal family that would rule Egypt for nearly 300 years, with Cleopatra being its final and perhaps most well-known monarch. The Ptolemaic dynasty was a unique blend of Greek and Egyptian cultures. They adopted the Egyptian way of life, but also maintained their Greek heritage. In the heart of Egypt, they built the city of Alexandria, a beacon of Greek culture, learning, and influence. This city was a testament to the Ptolemaic dynasty's power and sophistication, and it was here that Cleopatra would later rise to power. Cleopatra was a product of this unique cultural blend. She was the first of her dynasty to learn the Egyptian language, along with several others, showcasing her commitment to her diverse subjects. She embraced the Egyptian religion and presented herself as the reincarnation of the goddess Isis, further solidifying her connection with the people she ruled. Yet she was Greek by blood. Her lineage traced back to Macedonia, the homeland of Alexander the Great. She was educated in Greek philosophy, literature, and science. Her reign was characterized by a synthesis of Greek and Egyptian influences, creating a unique cultural amalgamation that defined her rule. So Cleopatra, the famous Egyptian queen, was in fact of Greek descent. Quite a revelation, isn't it? Cleopatra, at the tender age of 18, ascended to the throne of Egypt. But how did this come about? Let's delve into the circumstances that led to her rise. In the year 51 BC, Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy the Fourth, passed away, leaving the throne to her and her younger brother, Ptolemy the Thirteenth. The siblings were married, as was customary in the Ptolemaic dynasty, and they began their reign together. But it was a partnership fraught with tension and rivalry right from the start. Cleopatra had her eyes set on the sole rule, and she was not about to let her younger brother's advisors, who held the real power behind the throne, stand in her way. With a political acumen beyond her years, she began to assert her influence and authority. From the outset, Cleopatra showed she was no ordinary pharaoh. She was the first of the Ptolemaic line to learn the Egyptian language, breaking from the family's Greek tradition. This endeared her to the Egyptian people, who saw in her a true Egyptian ruler, but this was not enough to secure her position. In 48 BC, Cleopatra was driven out of Egypt by her brother's advisors, but she wasn't one to accept defeat. With a strategic mind and a determination that belied her age, she set her sights on Rome. It was there that she met Julius Caesar, a meeting that would change the course of her life and history forever. Upon her return to Egypt with Caesar's support, Cleopatra reclaimed the throne and her brother met a mysterious end. Some say it was at the hand of Cleopatra herself, but that remains a topic of debate among historians. Cleopatra's ascent to the throne was marked by intrigue and power plays, a testament to her political savvy from a young age. From a co-ruler in the shadows of her brother's advisors to a queen in her own right, Cleopatra's rise to power is a tale of resilience, strategic planning, and an unyielding will to rule. Cleopatra and Julius Caesar, a powerful alliance or a passionate romance? This question has captivated historians for centuries as they delve into the fascinating liaison between these two formidable figures. When Cleopatra first met Julius Caesar, Rome was on the brink of civil war. Caesar, an influential military general, was in a heated power struggle with his co-consul, Pompey. Cleopatra, on the other hand, was a young queen who had just ascended to Egypt's throne and was grappling with her own political turmoil. Their meeting was far from accidental. Cleopatra, with her keen political acumen, saw an opportunity to secure her throne and strengthen Egypt's position by aligning with the powerful Roman general. Caesar, equally shrewd, recognized the benefits of having the wealthiest kingdom in the Mediterranean as an ally. Thus, the political alliance was forged, a move that would have far-reaching consequences for both Rome and Egypt. But this relationship wasn't purely political. Amidst the backdrop of political intrigue and power plays, a romantic relationship blossomed. Cleopatra and Caesar's romance is well documented, and their attraction to each other, both physically and intellectually, is undeniable. This liaison culminated in the birth of a son, Caesarion, a living symbol of their union. Yet the birth of Caesarion wasn't just a personal milestone for the couple. It was a politically charged event that further solidified the alliance between Rome and Egypt. Caesarion was seen as the heir to both the Roman and Egyptian thrones, a prospect that held significant implications for the balance of power in the Mediterranean. The alliance between Cleopatra and Julius Caesar was a complex intertwining of personal passion and political strategy. Their relationship wasn't just a whirlwind romance, but a calculated power play that shaped the course of history. Their alliance bolstered Egypt's position, altered Rome's political landscape, and left a lasting legacy that continues to fascinate us to this day. The alliance with Caesar was not just a personal bond but a strategic move that held profound implications for both Egypt and Rome. After Caesar's death, Cleopatra found another ally in Mark Antony. But was this alliance as successful as her previous one? Let's delve into this illustrious yet tragic chapter of Cleopatra's life. When Mark Antony, a triumvir in Rome, summoned Cleopatra to answer questions about her loyalty, she didn't just show up. Instead, she sailed in on a golden barge dressed as the goddess Aphrodite. This was Cleopatra, the queen who knew the power of spectacle. Their meeting in Tarsus was the beginning of a legendary romance. Antony was captivated by her wit, her intelligence, and her charisma. In return, Cleopatra found in Antony not just an ally but a lover and a partner. They would eventually marry, uniting Rome and Egypt, even if their marriage was not recognized by Roman law. But their union wasn't just about love. Both Cleopatra and Antony had immense political ambitions. Together, they dreamt of creating a powerful Eastern Mediterranean empire that would rival Rome itself. In the pursuit of this dream, they waged a war against Octavian, Antony's political rival in Rome. However, their dream was not to be. The war ended disastrously for Antony and Cleopatra. Following a crushing defeat at the naval battle of Actium, they retreated to Egypt. As Octavian's forces closed in, Antony, believing Cleopatra to be dead, fell on his own sword. Cleopatra, heartbroken and cornered, chose to end her life rather than be paraded in chains through Rome. She died from the bite of an asp, according to popular belief, maintaining her dignity until the very end. Cleopatra and Antony's story is one of love, power, and tragedy, a tale that has captivated the world for centuries. Their saga is a testament to their ambition and the lengths they were willing to go to protect their power and their love. Their story, like many aspects of Cleopatra's life, continues to fascinate us, a potent blend of historical fact and romantic legend. Cleopatra's death marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty, but her legacy lives on. But why is Cleopatra so famous, you may ask? The answer lies not only in her remarkable life and reign, but also in the enduring impact she has had on art, literature, and popular culture. Cleopatra was more than just a queen. She was a symbol of power and intelligence in a male-dominated world. Her ability to rule Egypt, a major power of the ancient world, and her strategic alliances with Rome's most influential leaders were testaments to her political acumen. Her story has been told and retold, shaping her image as a powerful and influential ruler. Her depiction in art and literature over the centuries reflects her enduring influence. From Shakespeare's tragic heroine to Hollywood's glamorous icon, Cleopatra has been immortalized time and again. She has come to embody the allure and danger of female power, her name synonymous with beauty, seduction, and political intrigue. But her legacy extends beyond the arts. Cleopatra's reign has been a source of inspiration for many women throughout history. Her courage and determination in the face of adversity have become a symbol of female empowerment, challenging traditional gender norms and paving the way for future generations of female leaders. Moreover, her intelligence is often overlooked in favor of her famed beauty. Cleopatra was a polyglot, reputed to speak as many as 9 languages and was well educated in mathematics, philosophy, and astronomy. She was a visionary leader who implemented economic reforms and fostered a cultural renaissance during her reign. In popular culture, Cleopatra continues to fascinate. Her life and reign have been the subject of countless books, films, and television series, each portrayal adding a new layer to her complex image. From a femme fatale to a cunning strategist, Cleopatra's multifaceted character continues to captivate audiences around the globe. Cleopatra's fame rests not just on her romantic liaisons, but on her intelligent and strategic leadership, her charisma, and the enduring fascination she holds as a powerful woman in a world of men.